What's going on, everyone? Welcome today again for another. What's going on, everyone? Welcome today again for another. Slight audio hiccup there. Anyways, again, welcome back. Today I'm going to be going over into the block. I'm going to go over the blockchain for the AMP token. Go over some data with over the last 7 days of where we're currently standing at in the market. And then I'm going to go over some charting. We're going to review where we've been at for the last 3 to 4 days, the trajectory of where I see AMP going within the next week or so, hopefully up. But, we're not fortune tellers. That's why we do technical analysis, and we try to figure out what is going to happen and predict the best investment opportunity. So we're going to go ahead and hop on over here to our chart and do a quick review. Okay, so currently right now, as you can see, AMP has took off. I'm pretty proud to say that, by charting right here, if you could see, we look at the Fibonacci retracement. We have a few resistant levels. The 3.03270 roughly was, yes, that was the resistance level I was calling for. Currently we're at 3.310. It looks to be holding. So, if it can keep its momentum, build some stamina and keep going up, then we're looking at hitting 0.03780 being the next level of resistance. So so I'm gonna go ahead and update this. Okay, and then we're going to have support. Now this level of resistance, as long as this can become support, we're looking at this being the next level of support. Okay, not sure what just happened there. Okay, but like I said right here, we're looking pretty good. So the support level here, we're going to put at 0.3270. I cannot type right now. There we go. Okay, so we got that put in there. Do your own research on this, like I said, okay, and we're retesting that resistance line right now. Bounced right back up off of it. Perfect. Okay, but do your own research on this, okay, especially if Pretzel Rocks now playing low pressure. Okay, but do your own research on this. All right. You have to understand any type of investment. You risk the possibility of losing money. So just be aware of that. Okay, so we're gonna go into the blockchain now. Currently, what we're looking at here, we holders, we have 92% of people that are holding AMP that are currently out of the money, and what that means is they are currently holding at a higher level than what they invested in, and now they're sitting at this low level. So they're currently out of the money, but I mean they still own the property, the currency itself. So whether they're scalping, trying to gather more of the coin, buying the dip, That's going to be their prerogative, however they want to invest. Since concentration of larger holders. Okay, so what this is right here, the total holdings of wells. All right, addresses that own more than 1% of the total circulating supply, which currently right now, I believe the circulating supply of AMP crypto is roughly 48 billion with a max supply of around 98 billion. So I mean that's quite a bit. And for a well is someone that has a lot of money to invest, like institutional money. So you got to be aware of that because that's what moves the needle on this. That jump you seen earlier on the chart right here. This is a well right here. Okay, a well is going to be able to move it like this to get that volume. All right, and what they're doing is they're like a little pump and dump. But currently right now the market's it's a bear market. So basically what I mean by that is, if you look at here, the concentration of the market currently is bearish. All right, what is this? It's an accumulation. So it's a reduction of the wells that are in the market. They're pulling their money, all right, which is causing the price to go back down. All right, what we want is large transactions. Large transactions coming in, which will accumulate, which is what we want to do. We want to accumulate, which is how we go higher. But again, back to the concentration of large holders. This is important because the total holdings of wells, addresses that own more than 1%. As you can see here, this is 88%. So 88% of the total supply is held by wells. And this is only going to get more and more as more people come to the market, which I'm going to go over here soon to show you how much AMP has really amassed a market to get new investors. So currently the summary that for the market is bearish. I mean, hopefully we see a little bit of bullish momentum going into next week. All right, so in and out of the money. I'm just going to point out something real quick. I'm just going to explain what this is right here. Okay, it's just a breakdown of all the way over here, 0 to 0 to the current price, kind of where we're at right now. This right here is green. Basically, these are people in the money. So literally, only people that have got into the market recently with this dip they're literally the only ones in the money. As you can see over here, if you look at the bottom, these are the people holding. Okay, holding bags, as they call it. It's the term, holding a bag. Basically, when you've dumped a lot of money into an asset or a project, and you now are sitting at a lower price, and what you bought at a higher net worth for that property is now worth less. So if you can see here, you do not want to be this person over here that bought at the all-time high, roughly at about 11 cents. That's one of the biggest 9.4K addresses are holding at that right now. It's almost 10,000 people holding at that level. The next one's going to be about 5 cents, roughly. That's the next biggest one. And then your mediums, the majority is in between 5 and 11 cents, roughly, people that are holding. So, it's not that great considering where we're at right here. But I mean, a lot of these people right here probably are not wells. So, the wells are going to drive the price back up, and they know they can only keep this coin down so long. And when institutional money comes in, it's really hard. So the adoption of AMP Flexa is really critical, and we need good healthy growth, which I think we're getting. Okay, so I've already went over that. In and out of the money around price, showing information for addresses that bought between 0.027 cents and 0.037 cents. So, I mean, a good majority of investors bought right through here, the people that are in the money currently. And this is pretty recent, last 7 days. All right, so if you look right here, I'm just going to point out something very quick on this chart. This is basically a breakdown of people in and out of the money. It's a graph from where AMP initially came out to where we are now. And as you can see, a lot of those people that we saw earlier holding the money, holding the bags, okay, they're right here. The first part of last year, they were making the money, you know, and then maybe they were hodling, whatever, and now they're out of the money, okay? And this is about a 50%. Like, if we were to cut this in half right here, you know, we're due for a correction straight up. Straight to the top, you know, to the moon, you know, as they like to say in them, those YouTube AMP crypto experts, as they like to call themselves. I'm no expert, so if you're listening to me, you're in a bad place. But, you know, I do know a little bit. Hopefully, it'll help you learn more. I've been trading for a while now, and I'm actually one of these people right here that's in the money. But I bought through here, and I have acquired quite a bit of AMP. I know last month I acquired over 100,000 more AMP actually for free, just scalping, you know, trading. And I'm not. Some people get bears confused with, you know, bears and bulls. They get it confused with people that scalp, you know. That's not the case. Bears and bulls, they are whales. These are people that, you know, when they scalp, you feel it. You know, and scalping is a term used basically whenever you put a sell price on your property at a higher price than what you bought it at, you sell it, and then you wait for it to drop lower again from where you sold at, and you buy back in. So now you're getting more of that property at a lower rate, and you made money, so you're throwing more money into what you additionally did not have, so you're getting more. And you know, that's what scalping is. It's a never-ending cycle of bloodbath. Okay, year-to-date average. Not worried about that. Okay. All right, break-even price. Not worried about that. We're not trying to break even. We're trying to make money, right? If you are trying to break even, let me know in the comments, and I'll be glad to go over that data. All right. There's something else. Number of large transactions. Okay, so let's look here. Year-to-date. All right. So I just want to point out a few things real fast. This is the year-to-date kind of deal. Over 150 transactions, large transactions. Okay, January 20th, 2022, there was some large transactions. February 9th, 2022, large transactions. See, the large transactions are really actually starting to pop up, you know, a lot more. Let's go to 2021 over here. God, there's so much. I'm trying to control this. Oop, there we go. Get on top again. Come on. All right, whatever. All right, so September 2021, we see some of the biggest transactions right here. And I believe July, yes, July was a pretty big one. But we're starting to see a lot more, guys and girls, we're starting to see a lot more transactions, big transactions happening. And you don't want to be the one caught down with not being on the train when it takes off, you know. Not financial advice, but, you know, I know I'm going to be on that train, good or bad. Okay, where's it at? So this is an important chart right here. So this is basically AMP right here, right? And its correlation to Bitcoin. So this right here, the blue right here, this is Bitcoin right here, okay? This is basically its. Let's do just a 3-month here, okay? This is important. A 3-month. As you can see, AMP's really not been affected by the moves of Bitcoin. It barely moves. So Bitcoin does not really affect AMP token, AMP crypto, which is interesting. So I'm really curious to see what happens. You know, whenever this price does take off and it goes up. You know, if it goes up, because I know there'll be naysayers out there that say it won't go up, but it's okay, it will, in my opinion. But it's going to be interesting here, you know, because normally top earners, like top 5, top 10 cryptos, They work really well together in their movement, but this has the potential to be a top. I believe, in my opinion, a top 5 crypto. And if you don't think so, then that's fine. Let me know why you don't think it is. Be glad to talk about it and trade opinions. Daily active addresses. No, that's not what I'm looking at. There's a chart here. This is the one right here. So total addresses. Now, these addresses, these are wallets pretty much, or just like people that own AMP crypto, AMP token. As you can see, going back, if you look here, going back to September 2020, okay, in the bottom left, 0 addresses, okay, and watch it. We'll just watch the growth. All right, November, we have 1.15k addresses. I wish I could have been on that train then. So September to, let's say, January, September 2021, we're going to go from a year. So 1 year from when it first launched to 2021 September, we're looking at 0 addresses for people that own it to 38,000 addresses. That's a lot of people that bought. All right. And now let's look, we're going into, or in 2022, September, is a little ways off, but currently we are at, right now where we're at currently, we almost have 70,000 already. So this, over every year, we're looking at phenomenal growth. Okay. We're talking, 50 to 100,000 people yearly. And if this keeps multiplying year over year, we're going to have a lot of people, which means a lot of volume. Just something to pay attention to. That's all. Okay. So 7-day average number of transactions. We're going to look at this 7-day here. So currently, the highest amount of transactions we have was about 885. February 11th, we had 885 transactions. 396. That's really about it. It's winding down, so it looks like it's getting ready to go back up though. Yeah, it's like correcting, and so should be going back up. That's why we've had low volume, which has kept the price kind of low. 7-day average is about 550 transactions. Volume's low. Okay. But here we are. Something else I wanted to point out, the well index. All right, let's go over this. Low activity addresses, high activity addresses. So out of the big people that own, 88% of the overall circulating volume of AMP crypto. All right, look at these. This person right here owns 23.3% of all the circulating supply. Only 7 transactions. 1 transaction, literally, probably the one they purchased. $670 million worth. Balance, 21.6 billion AMP. So you cannot tell me that people up here are just holding this for their own good, that they spend this much money because they just want to own this. No. People know this is going somewhere, so, you got to understand that, people don't buy this much stuff for no reason, okay? And I understand this is ranked like right around 70 right now, currently. However, this is not at all. The position of it does not matter. The utility and the future of what it can do does. So, all right, this one right here. Now, this is 27.9% circulating supply they own. They have done over 35,000 and some transactions. This person right here, whoever this is the person that is playing bull or playing bear. Don't know which one yet, but they are really doing the transactions. That's for sure. All right, so these are wells. Now let's look at investors over here. Okay, we got investors. All right, what is that? Basically an address that owns between 0.1% and 1% of the circulating supply. So what's the difference between that and wells? Well, an address that owns more than 1% of the circulating supply. Low high activity is an address with more than 300 transactions in its lifetime, etc. Anything more than that is considered high transactions. So there's some of these that are high activity addresses. Let's find the biggest one here. That's dark blue here. It's 0.27%. So they own a balance of 271.22 million amp. Okay. And let's go over here and look at this one again. 27 billion. This is like that comparison between Jeff Bezos's yacht and then like a millionaire's yacht. The difference between it. That's kind of like these wallets right here. That's the difference. This one wouldn't move the Richter scale. This one would blow it up. Okay. But we have about 4,000 transactions here. Okay. Low activity addresses. Let's find one of the bigger ones here. 0.98%. Let's see. 8 transactions. All right. And these are investors. So, they don't care if the price drops. They don't care if it skyrockets. They have an idea of what this is really worth. The intrinsic, all right, and extrinsic value of this property. Okay, so it's like concentration, investor volume, wells volume, retail volume. So, these wells, they need to bring some volume back, They need to get the bears out, and we need the bulls back in the game here. They're just trying to make quick money, taking away from the rest of the people invested here, It's great when wells buy and they have purpose, but it's not when they buy and they just, they're not doing amp and flex justice. Okay. But other than that, if you have any questions, don't forget to like and subscribe. And get on the Discord. The invite links on Twitch. If you just click the Amp Crypto Talk button, it'll take you right to the page. And as for YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and fix the link to the Discord. So, stand by for that. That'll be fixed after I'm done with this video. But again, Empire, stay strong. I'm going to have the charts up and running here soon. Just going to do a little bit more TA, adjust the charts a little bit. That way you guys have active charts going throughout the day. If you have questions, I'm on. Again, I like to say nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial expert. I just have a passion for self-development in the investment realm, especially with cryptocurrency and AMP. So, if I invest my own money, I'm not going to tell you to do anything I wouldn't do. But then again, I would never tell you to do anything I do. Okay. Other than that, we're going to take a short break, and then the charts will be back.